All right, guys, let's get ready to do our first quick hit of the new year. Grab some dumbbells. Don't need to be heavy, 3s, 4s, 5s. You don't really need anything heavier than that. If you don't have dumbbells, grab some soup cans, grab some bottles of water, or honestly, you could do this entire workout not using those at all. So to start, we're gonna do low impact high knees. So I want a nice wide stance. You're gonna take your arms to one side, and you're gonna bring that knee across, elbow to knee, and you're just gonna do the opposite thing to the opposite side. So here we go. So deep squat, warming up those legs, and switch. So deep squat in between, keeping the arms about shoulder height, driving that knee up. We're gonna do about 4 more, and then we're gonna keep that wide center squat, just like this. Bring the arms way out in front, shoulder height, and cross them. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring them overhead and cross them, and squeeze. So we're just gonna repeat that. Just warming things up. Happy New Year. Reaching up overhead and reaching forward. Reaching up overhead and reaching forward. So 4 and 4. 3 and 3. Keeping those knees going the same direction as your toes. Don't let them go forward. And then we're gonna go down to a plank hold. High plank first. Spread the fingers really wide here. Hands just a slightly bit wider than your shoulders. Push the heels back and stretch out the calves, and then just rock it forward. So rock forward on your toes, push the heels back. Keep the abs pulled up and in. Stay lifted up out of your shoulders. So in other words, none of this. Not doing a push-up here. Not letting the hips drop. 2 more rocks. And we're gonna take it down to a forearm plank. Basically the same thing. Keep the hips pulled up. Stay lifted up and out of your shoulders. Rock forward and back. So pushing the heels back, rocking forward on your toes. Just getting you warmed up here. We're gonna repeat all of that. Plus 1 more thing, 2 more rocks. All right, let's take it up to stand. So this time after we do low impact high knees, I'm gonna try to keep pretty much everything in this workout low impact, so knee friendly. There's a couple things you can add a hop to, and I'll let you know what those are. You don't have to though, and for the most part, I'm gonna do them without a hop, so you won't feel like you have to just because I'm doing it. All right, let's take it around to those low impact high knees. Keep squat in between. 4 more here. Then we're gonna add a little something we didn't do at the beginning. And that's we're gonna windmill the arms, extend the leg out in front. Leg doesn't need to be straight. Breathe. Reaching out towards the toes. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to that big wide stance, reaching the arms forward, squeeze. Squeeze overhead. So let's do 2 and 2. 2 forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, 2 overhead. 2 and 2. All right, 2 more overhead. Take it back down to that plank hold, high plank hold first. Spread the fingers really, really wide. Stay lifted up and out of your shoulders, so don't let them shrink up towards your ears, towards your neck. Keep the abs lifted up, pushing those heels back, rocking back and forward on those toes. Noticing how that changes, how it feels in your abs, in your core, in your back. Yes, I know, shoulders too, but mostly the core here because that's what's keeping you lifted. So 2 more. We're gonna lower down to that forearm plank. Same thing, get the setup. Elbows right under those shoulders, rock forward and push back. So I have 4 sets of 3 exercises. I'm gonna do pretty rapid pace. We're gonna do each set twice. Let's bring the knees down, toes together, knees apart. Sink the hips way back towards the heels, forehead towards the floor. Like I said, it's a quick hit. So you're not gonna be doing it forever. So stay with it. Don't pause too long. Stay with me. The first thing we're gonna do is a lateral lunge. So we're gonna do one side, all one side, and then all the other side. So set it up first. Take that deep lateral lunge. At your deepest part of the lunge, knees should be no farther than over the end of your toe. So if you take a step out and it's here, not knee happy, no. Take a farther step out and reach the arms forward. And when you sweep that knee up, you're gonna touch or clap the hand right under your hamstring. Same thing the other side. I'm gonna practice stepping it out about the right distance. So when I first step out, my knee ends up right above my ankle. In the deepest part of that lunge, it's no farther than over the ends of my toes. Arms are in front. I'm gonna sweep it up and tap under my hamstring. So let's start to this side first. My left, your right, 3, 2, and 1. So deep lunge. Pull that knee up towards the front of your chest. Breathe in as you lunge. Breathe out as you drive it up. Reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. We're going for time. Hey, just stay with me here. 5 more seconds, so about 3 more lunges. Last one on this side. All right, so same thing. Let's test that lunge out. You got the right distance. 3, 2, and 1. So drive that knee towards your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Doesn't matter how many you do, you keep moving. Got that good form. Pulling the abs in as you sink the hips back. Hang in there. 5 more seconds. 1 more. All right. So grab your dumbbells if you have them. If you don't, you can still do this. Just do the same arm movements without the dumbbells or soup cans or water bottles in your hands. So you're gonna do a center squat. So facing forward, my feet are just a little wider than my hips. I'm gonna do a bicep curl for 1 and a front raise for the other. All right, so 3, 2, and go. Here we go. We're gonna take a bicep curl, front raise. Bicep curl. So on the bicep curl, I'm doing a hammer curl, ends of the weights facing up and down. And that front raise, palms down, ends of the weights side to side. Don't stop. Keep breathing. Sink those hips back. Almost. 4, 3, 2, and 1. No weights for this one. And set the weights out of your way because you're gonna need a little room. You're gonna do 1 lateral jump, just means to the side. Only about maybe 12 to 18 inches max. Lateral jump. Plant the hands down, hip thrust, otherwise known as a burpee. Bring it back in, with or without a hop. So you can jump there or not. Make it completely low impact, leave out the jump. So with or without the jump, lateral, plant, hip thrust, with or without the jump. Let's go after 3, 2, and 1. So lateral, plant, with or without that jump. So this time I'm just gonna come up without it. Lateral, hip thrust. So you choose. If your knees don't seem to mind that jump, you've got a little extra energy to burn today, add that jump back in. Last one here. All right, if you haven't got a drink of water, get a sip now. We're gonna repeat all those again. Lateral lunge, hand clap, 1 set to each side. Center squat with the dumbbells, alternating the bicep curl and the front raise. All right, so you guys started to the left last time. You're right, so we're gonna do the opposite this time. So deep lunge, arms out in front. 3, 2, and 1. So deep lunge, drive that knee up, Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Sink the hips back, chest and arms come forward. Don't stop, keep going. Only got one more after this. And we're gonna do the other side. So one tester, that's how far out you wanna go, right? So the deepest part of your lunge, that knee is where? No farther than the end of your toe. All right, here we go. 3, 2, lateral lunge, pull. So the other leg's out nice and long. Breathe in. Big, deep, full breaths in and out. The more oxygen you get throughout that body, the easier this is gonna be. You've got 2 more. Got time enough for 1 more. All right, so grab those dumbbells if you got them. If not, you can do it without. So on that center squat, feet a little wider than your hips. Bicep curl like a hammer curl, weights ends up and down. And then palms down into the weights side to side for that front raise. 3, 2, and here we go. So bicep curl, front raise. Bicep curl, front raise. Curl, front raise. You're gonna really sink those hips back. Pulling the belly in. Exhale. On the exertion on that bicep curl, the front raise. 1 more. All right. So set these down. We're gonna go back to those alternating lateral jumps with a hip thrust or burpee, with or without the jump. So we're gonna keep it going fast here. 3, 2, take a lateral jump to the side, plant the hands, hip thrust, fire those heels down with or without the jump, lateral hop. So I'm gonna do a couple with and a couple without the hop. So adding it in, taking it out. You have time for 1 more lateral burpee, and you've got 1 set down in the bag. Next set, get a drink while I'm letting you know what we're doing next. So we're gonna do a reverse lunge, definitely without a hop here. No, you're at home, I can't stop you from adding it in. If when you bring that knee up, you wanna add a hop on the standing leg. But I'm gonna do it without it to encourage you to realize, trying it without it, it's still an awesome exercise without adding that hop. You're still getting all the benefit, all right? Heart rate's still gonna get up, still gonna burn, right? So 3, 2, we're gonna do 1 set each side. So reverse lunge, knee up. So we're just gonna tap that foot back, ball the foot taps down, drive it right back up. It's not gonna hang out back there, just a little touch down, bring it right back up. Keep going, 6 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Opposite side, I'm gonna take that leg back, drive that knee up. So make it a pretty deep lunge back. Don't need that hop. 3, 2, reverse lunge, drive the knee up. While we're finishing up this, next thing we're gonna do is a high plank, shoulder taps. Hop the feet in, 3, 2, and 1. Hop the feet in to a bear hold, shoulder taps. So it's a repeater. I think everything's a repeater at some point, right? So high plank, tap, tap, hit my mic, bring the knees right into the hips, bear hold, knees are hovering, tap, tap. High plank, tap, tap, bear hold, tap, tap. High plank. Okay, I think you got it. Are we ready? 3, 2, high plank. Let's go. I know I did so many demos. You guys are like, I was already going. I was right there with you. I was already halfway through the set. Hop out, tap, tap, bear hold, tap, tap. High plank, tap, tap, bear hold. Knees hover right under the hips. Tap, tap, One more high plank, one more bear hold. All right, bring it up to stand. We're gonna do froggers. Again, this is another one you can do with a hop or not. So pretty wide stance. Gonna bring the hands down and bring them up without the hop. Add a hop if you want to. So you feel a little bit more like a frog, all right? So 3, 2, and floor touch. With or without the hop. So you still kind of look like a frog. Keep going, with or without the hop. Touch the ground, sink the seat back, pull the abs in as you touch the ground, and you sink those hips back. 4 more seconds, and 2, 1 more. All right, so back to the top. Get another sip of water if you need it. A sip, not a big gulp. Don't want that sloshing around when we're trying to do this. We take reverse lunge, driving the knee up. So here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse, drive. Breathe in. You're halfway there. Almost, guys. In 4, 3, 2, last one. On that side, almost done with your second set of these, both legs. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, reverse lunge, knee drive. It's easier to exhale. You drive that knee up. Pull the abs in, knitting the rib cage in. More than halfway. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, so high plank, tap, tap. Hop the feet into bear hold, tap, tap. Are you ready? Yes, I'm more than ready, Jane. I love this. High plank. Here we go. Tap, tap. Bear hold, shoulder tap. High plank, tap, tap. Bear hold, tap, tap. You can go faster than me if you want. I wouldn't go slower unless you're wanting to make it even harder, which maybe you do. It's your workout. Just make sure you hop those knees into a hover right under your hips. One more high plank tap. One more bear hold tap. All right. One more set of froggers. So we're almost all the way through our second set, our second group of 3 exercises. So remember on the froggers, wide stance. You're gonna bring it down to a touch. Bring the arms up overhead with or without a hop. 3, 2, and 1. So without a hop, with a hop, you still look like a frog. I'm gonna do 2 of one and 2 of the other. You can do all hop or all no hop. It's up to you. Keep going. Almost there. Last one here. 2 more hops. All right, so we're through our second group. On to our third. We're gonna do a single leg squat with a bicep curl, single leg squat, front raise. So it's similar to what we did earlier, similar but different. So what makes it a single leg squat is I'm gonna bring one leg out in front, bicep curl. So the leg that's in front is the one that's kind of resting. The one that you're standing on, you're gonna push through that heel, squeeze through that glute. As you come in and out of that squat, you're still gonna sink the hips way back, chest forward over the thigh. 3, 2, and 1. So it's a bicep and a front raise. Bicep curl, front raise. Bicep, front, really sinking that seat back. Keep going here. 2 more on the side. Last one. Switching sides. All right, so the opposite leg, the leg you were just working, comes forward. Bicep curl, front raise. 4, 3, 2, and go. So bicep, front raise. Really sink the hips back. Pulling the abs in. Breathe in, breathe out. So on the squat, exhale. As you come up, breathe in. No, you will not hyperventilate. One more. Last one. All right, so when I set one of these down, you're gonna do a single dumbbell standing oblique crunch. So that means you're gonna bring the arms not way up overhead, a little bend so it's right above your head. Stance a little wider than your hips. Elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Concentrating on squeezing your obliques as you bring that knee up to meet the elbow, elbow down to meet the knee. So here we go. 3, 2, and go. We're gonna alternate sides. Kind of keeping that weight when you go through the center and put the foot down, hovering right above your head, a little bit out in front, not behind you. Don't stop, keep going. 6 seconds left, you got this. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Won't need any weights for this. All right, I should have brought a towel. All right, so we're gonna do a low plank, hold. But we're gonna do 2 forward reaches, 2 reverse reaches. So on the forward reach, it doesn't matter how far out you reach. You can just tap out a little. You can tap out a lot. The reverse reach, you're gonna tap your thigh on each side, okay? So you're gonna hold that forearm plank, forward reach, reverse reach, just tapping the side of your thigh, all right? So here we go. 3, 2, pull the abs up and in, keep those hips lifted. Reach forward twice, tap the thigh twice. Alternate those arms. Trying to keep the hips as stationary as possible, not let them sway side to side, not letting them dip. You got 1 more set, 2 more forward reaches, 2 more back. All right. All right, so back up to single leg squat, bicep curl, front raise. So here we go. Legs out in front is the one that gets to rest. 3, 2, and sink the hips back. Bicep curl, front raise. Bicep, front. Bicep, front. So really pull the hips back. Pull the abs in as you sink the hips back. Exhale on the curl. Exhale on the front raise. You've got 1 more set. There you go. All right, so we're gonna switch sides real quick here. So the leg that was just doing the work is now the one that's out in front. Just kind of on the ball of that foot. 3, 2, and go. Sinking the hips back, bicep curl, sinking the hips back, front raise. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale on the curl and on the front raise. One more set. All right, we're gonna set one of these down. We're gonna do those alternating standing oblique crunches with the dumbbell. And like I said, if you don't have the dumbbell, you can still do this. Just have your hands right here and just concentrate on as you bring the elbow down and the knee up, you're squeezing your obliques. Squeeze. Make them do the work. 3, 2, and go. Exhaling on that oblique crunch. Keeping the weight slightly out in front of your head, not behind you, not extending the arms all the way up, keeping a bend in the elbows. Almost there. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more. In this group, back to that low plank hold. 2 alternating forward reaches, 2 reverse reaches, just touching the side of your thigh. So let's take it down to that forearm plank hold. Stay lifted up and out of the shoulders. Keep the abs lifted up and in. 3, 2, and go. So reach forward twice, reach back twice. So front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. Keep going. And back. Front, front. Extra syllable in there. One more. Front, front, back, and back. Okay. So you may or may not be happy to know the next thing is actually seated. Diamond shape with the legs. We're gonna come all the way back. Hands behind the head, knees open to the side. And like I always say, keep the elbows wide, push your head into your hands, hands into your head. So my head's gonna stay lifted the whole time. Shoulder blades are gonna touch, and then we're gonna lift both up and take it back. 3, 2, and go. So lift and lower. So let the feet touch down, let the shoulders come back, but keep the head lifted. Keep the elbows wide, pushing your head into your hands, hands into your head to support your neck. Keep going here. 5 more seconds. 2 more reps. All right. So we're gonna come back up to stand, grab both the dumbbells. And you're gonna do a jump squat with a dumbbell row. So you're gonna reach the arms forward, and when you do that jump, arms come back. So it's combining a little bit of things that we've already done, sort of. So even though this one has a little hop to it, when you're landing, your knees are bent, easier on your knees. Knees just go no farther than your toes. That just means instead of here, you want to really sink the hips back. 3, 2, and 1. So you're just pulling the arms back like a row, really sinking the hips back, shooting those arms forward. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Get rid of these. You guys are almost there. Well, actually, don't get rid of both of those. Just get rid of one. So, feet about hip distance. Obviously, you're seated. Take a little scoop to the hips. Lean back just a little. Gonna hang on to the weights, kind of hand over hand towards the ends. You're gonna lift up one leg, take it under and under. So just making a little figure 8. My body, as I bring the knee up, comes forward no more than about 5 or 6 inches, then comes right back down. All right, that was just a demo. 3, 2, and go. So as you bring the knee up, the body comes forward and back. Come back to that starting position. Breathe. I know you can hear me. I'm not holding my breath, not even when I'm talking. Almost there. Last 4 seconds. Last one. All right, so going back to the top of this group of 3, you can stay on the floor. The feet come back to that, the legs come back to that diamond shape. And lay it back. Elbows wide, hands behind the head. Push the hands into the head, head into the hands. 3, 2, and go. So keep the head pushed into the hands pushed into the head as you lift the lower body and lift the upper body. So you're working huge in your core here. That just means this isn't just abs. Core's all the way around. So your back and your front. All right. Last 5 seconds. So you got about 1 more rep after this. Okay. So we're gonna bring it back up to stand, do 1 more set of those jump squats with the row, 1 more set of the bicycle legs figure 8s, just a little stretch and you are done. So grab both those dumbbells, back to that center squat. I'm doing it the side, doing it sideways, so you can see how far back my hips go. 3, 2, and 1. So the legs a little wider than the hips. If you want, you can do it without the hop. Last 5, guys. 1 more. All right. Hang on to 1 dumbbell. Feet a little wider than your hips, slightly. All right, so a little scoop, tuck to the hips, abs pulled in nice and tight. Gonna hang onto the weight, fingers over the hands over the top. 3, 2, and go. Take a figure 8. It's your last one of the last set. Make it count. Don't stop, don't stop. I'll give you the 5. You're almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No weights. Oh, yuck. All right, feet about hip distance. Straight out. Sit up really nice and tall here. Flex the toes back and reach out towards your toes. Whether you touch them or not, doesn't matter. Reach out again, come all the way back up. Arms down to the side. Breathe in, breathe out, fold forward as far as you can. Exhale, breathe in, reach out, and up. Arms down the side, 1 more of those. Breathe in, exhale, forward. Breathe in, reach out and up. Arms back down. Last thing here to stretch. Gonna bend those legs in like an S shape or a Z shape. Arms up overhead, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're gonna come forward, plant the hands, and act like you're trying to pull yourself forward, head down. Breathe in and come up. Make a little twist. So reach forward, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, pull yourself forward, breathe in, breathe out. 1 more on this side. Swinging around to the opposite side. Just switch the legs around. And you can bring the feet in as close as you need to make this knee and hip friendly and happy. So adjust it to where you're stretching here. You're not trying to force anything, okay? So take a deep breath in, reach forward, pull forward, head down, breathe in, breathe out and twist. So stay really long through your spine here. Long through the spine, twist. 1 more. Good job. First quick hit of the new year. Yay! Happy New Year, guys.